Good evening, everybody. Happy Saturday! Yay! Do you consider 5 o'clock in the evening? I think for me it's kind of more in the late afternoon, I guess. Oh my gosh, dude. Tracking is not going so well with my camera with this. Here, let me fix it. Okay, I hope this is better. Probably not. Yeah, maybe not. I might look a little crazy today. That might be the case. Wait, let me try one more time. Okay, I hope this way works a little better. I don't know. I think I still look a little crazy, but it is what it is. Hello, guys. You guys consider it the afternoon? I consider it the afternoon too, like late afternoon. I think 6 p.m. is more evening. I don't know. It's kind of a gray zone. 5 o'clock. 4 o'clock is for sure. For sure, the afternoon. Yeah. You can probably see, yeah, you guys probably heard like a lot of the ding noises. I was trying to move around, this, I don't know why it's so small. I'm trying my best to make it bigger, but it's not so wet, gang. It ain't working. Bestest of evenings, everybody. Here, I'm gonna share the magma link into the Discord. Into our Discord. Because I wanted to nest it a little bit, just in case. I don't know. It's because I didn't want any disruptions. But go ahead and do here. I do it like this. Alright, so if you're in the Discord, then the magma link is straight in there. If you're not in the Discord, don't worry. I've started an exclamation mark draw. You also do exclamation mark Discord, but our little draw Nightbot should say something, right? I think I set it up. There we go. Oh, wait. Oh. I didn't set it up correctly. Wait a second. Did I not save it? I think I didn't save it. Oh yeah, there it is. There you go. I didn't do update. Let me put it in there again. Draw. I cannot be here for long, Boomy. Sorry about being here as long as I can. No problemo. It's outside of our usual hours today. Oh, speaking of, let me do our going live tweet. I was like doing everything at the last second, to be honest. I did not, kind of forgot about how much prep it is to set up a magma. Wait, no, I said live in an hour. Not live in an hour, I should be live now. Live, edit, let me edit it. I don't think I can. Flick, delete it. Delete. And then let's do live now. And then let's put the picture in. Wow, what a mess. I spent most of my afternoon playing Sims, regrettably. And as they have a Lunar New Year sale, and oh gosh, I feel like I'm on the fence about if I made the right decision to purchase. I bought 2 new packs because I am a legacy player when I play The Sims. But the thing is, I've been thinking, I don't know. Here, let me post this tweet real quick. Live now. There we go. Live now. A bit of a mess. And then I had Grok analyzing the tweet because I was in such a panic to delete it. Okay, so if you join our Discord and go to the Boomer channel, you should be able to join our magma. Please draw with me. I would love for you to draw alongside me, especially because Magma is not really my preferred drawing board system thing, so I can use the help. Yeah. The theme for today is Winter Wonderland. It's very cold lately, so yeah, let's just draw whatever the heck we want and make one nice big picture. Sound good? Can I do a quick doodle before I dip? Of course. Draw whatever you want. Let's have this nice huge little drawing that we can look back on. We'll make one big piece of art together, yeah? Oops. That was me on accident. I think... New drawing... I think I know how it works. Draw whatever the heck you want, guys. Let me just zoom in a little bit more. Can you even see? Can you see everything on here? Oh, wait. You see it now? Okay, there we go. Yeah, there we go. What was I gonna say? I was talking about, oh yeah, The Sims. Here, let me get everything else out of the way first. If you like to mark yourself present for today's little art jam stream, let's see, any kind of artistic related emoji in the chat, like a paintbrush or a picture or a palette or an artiste. Let me see that in the chat. For a special hello from me. Alright, I pinned our Nightbot thing. Yeah, so I was playing Sims today. I don't know, I've been kind of... It's like one of those games that you put down, you know, for like a couple months. But then when you pick it up, you like can't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. I have been playing it like on and off the last few days just as like a break from Cyberpunk. And I play as like a single family legacy, and then when I kind of get bored of that family, I just kind of make their friends and then I play as their friends. Right now I'm playing as like a celebrity sort of Casanova kind of guy. And I don't know. It was on sale and I was thinking like, well, I do enjoy like social interactions in The Sims, so maybe I should try getting a couple of packs, right? And you can either do the bundle, which is what I was gonna do. You can have like an expansion pack, the game pack, and like a kit pack, which is like, I mean, honestly, they're all kind of shitty to be honest. I hate the fact that I keep buying stuff from EA because every time I do play it, I don't know, it just doesn't feel worth it. But then, I don't know, they release a pack where I think like, okay, maybe this will help me enjoy the game a little bit more. 10-year-old game. I don't know, maybe if I'm not having fun with it anymore, I should just stop. Well, anyways, that's my somewhat regrettable purchase of the day. Gosh. I ended up buying the Legacy... Oh no, was it Life and Death? And Love Struck, because I wanted some social interaction in my game. Can't say for certain if I only got to play for like an hour before the stream started, or before I started getting ready for stream. I started getting ready at like 4:20. Ooh, blaze it. But yeah, and I don't know, we'll see. Kind of regret buying it already, but I haven't had the chance to use it. J4, welcome. I hope you're having a lovely afternoon, if that's your time zone. I don't quite know what we're drawing. I think it'll be really cool if our drawings could interact with each other. If you wanna, I don't know, draw somebody near me or something. Otherwise, we could just make a big hodgepodge of something too. That would be cool. That'd be cool. It's so laggy on my iPad. I blame the ads. Anyways, it's been a while since we had a time to chat like this. What have you guys been up to? I was... Oh, I found... Oh, I like this better. Oh my gosh, I like that one so much better. What have you guys been up to? Oh, this is... What is this one? It's so laggy. It's I blame the freaking ads. Every time the ad loads. I'll just erase it instead. Did I like change the brush size? Did I change it to one I was using? Okay, whatever. I'm just gonna erase the whole thing then, and then I'll start over. How do I even change the size of this? I don't use magma. Stroke. Oh, you could do a phone call in here too. Is this one? Ooh, I found it. Can you shrink my Miku? Yeah. Let's see if I can do that. Layer. Wait, maybe. What if I try and do it from here? Maybe it'll be easier from my computer. There you go. It is a lot easier from my computer. I'm not the owner. Okay, if I double click on it, I can own it. Oh, but I don't know if I stole it from you or if I can give it back. Hopefully I can give it back. Is this okay? Do you want me to move it? Let's put it right here. How do I give this back to you though? And this one was mine. Arrange. Assign. Oh, there we go. Assign to. Oh. There you go. I saw you. Assign to. There you go. Now you have it back. Oh, I was scared. I was scared if I gave it, like, if I stole it forever. I didn't want that to happen. Wait. No, I gave you the wrong one back. Here. I gave you mine back. Mine too. There you go. Okay, now you should have yours back. And here we go. Maybe we could see it all like this. I don't know if you could see the timer thing down there. Can I fix that? It's really small. It's like impossible to decipher. Gonna move it. I'm just gonna fix it real quick. Yeah, do. Oh, you're done. Oh, I see. And let's edit from here. Oh! No, wait. I know why it's so small. Actually, no, just kidding. I don't know why it's so small. Can you see? I mean, it's just like, what? In an hour and a half? In that very tiny writing on top of the whites? Not awesome, but... 1920 by 1080. I don't know. I don't know why it's so small. Either way, we're gonna be rating the Idolasis debut after this. I'm so excited. So excited to see what they have in store. Let's see. Okay, now that I have the layers. Oh, that's much better. Oh. I have been watching Andor, and I'm 2 episodes away from finishing it. And it's been really fun because my dad is like huge into Star Wars, right? So growing up, I did watch a lot of the movies, but like, you know, I was a kid, and I guess I didn't really care a whole lot for it. I didn't really quite understand, or I guess like, yeah, like I said, I didn't really care a lot for it either. So, you know, like the more than like what's going on the surface level, I just didn't really have much of like an opinion or like much thought about it, you know? But now that I'm watching Andor, I'm so excited to go see like the rest of the movies and like see how the rest of the movies unfold, because I don't know. Like now that I've kind of understand, you know, the whole inciting incident, I guess, for the original trilogy and stuff. I'm so excited to go see the rest of it. I've seen Rogue One maybe once when it first came out, maybe once or twice. I'm super duper excited. Like it's been so long and I cared so little about it that like I don't.
Cat is supporting the channel.
Queen, you're slaying too loud.
Keep it down. God, thank you so much. Oh my goodness, thank you so much. Wait, I really appreciate it. That's crazy. I guess my alerts are still kind of funky. I don't know why we had 2 of them at the same time. I really so much appreciate it. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Oh my god. I really appreciate it. Yay. Season 2 was peak. I watched Rogue One right after and it really felt so much more impactful. Yes, that's exactly what I'm so excited to do. Like, I feel like, yeah, season 2, I mean, I wouldn't say like such a big improvement because it's not like there's anything wrong with season 1. Not anything that I didn't like dislike about it. But I feel like season 2 is just, I don't know, like I'm on the edge of my seat the entire time. Maybe I'm just like feeling more connected with the characters this time around. I don't know, but I'm on the edge of my seat and I cannot wait to keep watching through these last 2 episodes. And for sure, I don't know, it depends on how long Rogue One is, but I really want to like watch the last episode and then go straight into Rogue One. I'm trying to watch as many of, I guess, like the movies, or I guess like things that are, yeah, I guess the movies. I'm trying to watch as many of the things as I can before May 4th. And then I'm hoping that I can like diary all of my thoughts on everything. So I'm like writing what I'm thinking about Rogue One right now. And I'm hoping that I can give like, I don't know, like do another yap stream. It's been a while since we've had like one of those PowerPointy yap streams about what I like about the Star Wars and stuff. Because you guys know I've been itching to find a franchise to get into, to scratch my itch, and nothing has really been working so far. I've tried Harry Potter, Yeah, Lord of the Rings. I mean, I did enjoy the first Lord of the Rings, but it was like kind of long. I'm down to watch the other one, but I'm kind of intimidated by its length, which is kind of funny, the fact that I'm watching Star Wars now. But I mean, I think with Star Wars, there's quite a bit of different things to look forward to. So like with Rogue One, I kind of want to see how Cassian's well, I like know how it ends and stuff, right? I'm not gonna spoil it just in case. Even though the movie's quite old at this point. But you know, I already know how the story ends, but I'm excited to see like how much more I'm gonna feel about it when I get the chance to watch it. But I'm very excited to watch the original trilogy just to see all of like, you know, I guess like filmmaking techniques or whatever, like the practical effects and stuff, like what they're able to achieve back then, 50 years ago. Even though I know that Disney Plus has like they have like a re-edited thing or something where they've added in what's it called? Like CGI and stuff, like they remastered it. I don't know. I don't know, there's a way to watch the original one like on Disney Plus, but I sure hope so. How's that, Boomi? Also, I do the Japanese right. Let's see. Oh yeah, Winter Miku. Yes, that's really good. Oh my gosh. I was like, oh, let's see. My katakana is quite bad. Honestly, my Japanese in general. I need to moto renshu shinakiraba ikenai. Maybe I'll start doing some really bad Japanglish on stream. All my drawings end up the same because I only know how to draw one thing. I only doodle, so I never challenge myself. Let's see. Yeah, let's do a heart. Okay, let's make myself have a cute little skirt. Let's do some frills on my skirt. I don't ever draw legs either. I'm not gonna draw legs because I don't have to. I don't have to if I don't want to. Look at all of our drawings! So cute! Nay, welcome! Ever having a great day, Nay? Are you excited for Idolasis debut? Am I gonna see you there? We're currently on Magma. If you want to come join, I can send you the link directly. If not, it's in my Discord channel. Yes, Ainz, your Japanese writing is perfect. Oops. Oh my gosh. I think I refreshed the page on accident. It really does suck on their mobile website. Alright, I'll send you the link, Nee. Let me send it. Come join our Magma. You miss you. I just woke up feeling sick. Oh no! No, I know T has been feeling sick too lately. Yeah, I think this might be the cold. Is it really cold where you're at? In New York today, I woke up because the wind outside my window, I have pretty drafty windows because especially like my bedroom window is facing the street. It's so drafty. But like the wind woke me up because it was howling out there, man. And oops, I was moving things around. I'm sorry. What was I saying? It's 14 degrees outside. With the wind chill, it feels like -4. And tonight it says it can feel like -12 degrees. Oh my god. Ugh. What is this cold? I don't think it's been literally last few years I've been here. I was thinking like, oh, it's, you know, it's been pretty mild winter, you know, it's not something I'm not used to. But I don't know, this winter has been kind of unbearable. And last summer too, I've been getting like my little memories of my pictures that I take. Last summer, I screenshotted one of the days that I went to work where it was 97 degrees, feels like 103. And like at my old job, I had to walk a mile from my train station to get to my building. So I was thinking like, can I really complain about how cold it is? Like at least, I don't know, I think I'd rather it be cold than, you know, it be that hot. Like at least when it's cold, you can bundle up, you can get like, you know, go somewhere warm. Could stay inside. But I feel like when it's hot, especially in my apartment, like there's only so much you can do when it's hot. I don't have like AC. Like, I mean, I do have AC, but I don't have like central like cooling. So it would be like, it would only be one room that has like, you know, really good what do you call it, really good like cooling. The other rooms will just get really hot. I could barely use my oven in the summers because it's so hot. But that's the life I signed up for. I was like, yeah, I don't mind living in a shitty little New York apartment. That's part of the charm. And it is. I do like suffering with my fellow neighbors, but you know, in the moment it kind of sucks ass. But when I see everybody else outside and like sweating or like they look miserable and stuff, I do feel like this calming sense of community. Also, look at everybody's drawings. Let's take a look around. We have Hermit Boomi. You know, I used to have a hermit crab. At the end of I used to have a couple. At the end of the year in kindergarten, the teacher gave away class pets, which is kind of funny because I don't think like I think we just brought it home. I don't think like we asked our parents for permission. I was number 2 best student in my class, which I was kind of miffed about. But the number 1 student got like a turtle, and I got the class hermit crabs, and we had like 5 of them or something. So I brought it home one day in the tank. Yeah, I think we had the tank. I don't think me and my parents bought one. But my mom was really creeped out about them, and they kept growing out of their shells, even though I really loved the hermit crabs. I remember I tried to name them, but I couldn't because I didn't know what they looked like and stuff. And like I was 5 years old, you know. I was just like, oh, I'm gonna name this one Peter. I'm gonna name that one George. And then, you know, the next day I don't remember who I named who. Eins, take care. Thanks for stopping by. Here's Eins's drawing. Winter Miku. You got the perfect color too for Winter Miku. But yeah, we ended up putting them back in the ocean, which I don't think you're supposed to do. But I don't know. My mom wanted to get rid of them. We probably had them for a couple months. And she said that they were really creepy and they're growing too big for their shells, and she didn't want to take care of them. And yeah, we were like feeding them apples and stuff. I don't know. She did. We had like a whole ceremony to like say goodbye to them, and I wasn't like super sad, but I was like kind of bummed out. But yeah. We have the star system. I don't think we had it in my kindergarten class, now that I think about it. Because I don't remember getting stars, but yeah, I don't know why I was considered a good student. I mean, I've always been like a good student, but I don't know like what set me apart particularly in kindergarten. We have an angel. Oh, snow angel! Making snow angels over here. Love to see it. Oh, that's so cute. When it snowed a bunch 2 weekends ago, I saw a bunch of people making snow angels and going sledding. I was really jealous. Look at this! Oh, this is amazing! Oh! What do we call it? A booman? A snow boomy. Duh, a snow boomy. A snow boomy. That's so cute. Let's go. Oh my gosh, I love seeing what everybody's drawing. We even got the bus. And the bus. Here. Let's keep it going. Yay! I love that we're all drawing together. Maybe I'll try and draw myself some legs. Like, I don't know. Never get the shape right. And then like whenever I do doodle, I'm usually doodling on like my work notebooks. So I only have like small spaces to doodle at. And they usually just never get so far to get legs done. Turn this into a shadow, I guess. Wait. Oh my gosh, lagging. Okay. I tried making snow angels after the ice storm hit. I almost fell into a ditch. That's scary. Wait, that's so scary. It was really slippery during that time. But I think at my park, at least, we got some pretty solid snow. Let's turn this into a collar, I guess. I was thinking, okay, I usually draw my eyes as like this, you know, like kind of Muppetsy. But when I was looking at my model, I was like, maybe I gotta draw it more like this. Like maybe that's more accurate. I don't know. We'll do another doodling stream, and maybe I'll play around with how I choose to style myself. But that was what was on my mind recently. Okay, I'm gonna give myself a little bit more color while I decide what am I gonna draw next. This is accurate to my posture, to be honest. Kinda slouchy. I've been trying my best to fix it though. I want to have like really impressive posture. I feel like that would leave a really cool first impression. The snow angels are being made face down because you gotta be whimsical even when you're going through it. Wait. That's so true. That's so true. If you like make a snow angel face down, you think you could get like your face impression in there? Like, you know, like the what is that thing? You know, like the thing that they have like the toys of, where they have like the little pegs, and you press it, and you can like put your face in there. It's always kind of gross to put your face in there, though. Anonymous, welcome. I hope you're having a lovely Saturday. How's it hanging? I'm here working and eating a breast. What kind of breast? A cup, B cup, mommy milkers, flat, and a butter sandwich. Ooh. I don't know what I'm gonna have for dinner. I had kind of a big lunch. I had my leftovers. And I had, oh my gosh, dude. Dinner yesterday, my treat for dinner yesterday, I had my ultimate favorite Langzhou beef noodle soup. I love it so much. It's so great. It's my favorite food right now ever. I ate it at like midnight, but it's only, I ate it after stream because I feel like eating food, like especially a meal that I enjoy, when I have something to do, doesn't taste as good. Like, I feel like I really like to take my time and savor it. So, waited until after stream. But even after stream, you know, I have to like do a little bit of wrap up stuff. I ended up eating at like midnight, but I stopped. I ended up finishing the whole food at like 1:30 in the morning. Like I could take like a long time to eat. And then I had a big lunch, and not awesome because it's almost dinner time and I'm not hungry. I'm not hungry. And I bought a giant cookie on Thursday that I've been too full to eat the last few days, but I have to eat it today because I want to eat it while it's still good. I ain't never seen a cookie so big in my life. Well, I mean, it's not like a pizookie, but like, you know, it's like a giant, like a thick cookie, like a brownie cookie, but it's not really a brownie. It's like all cookie. It has like the thickness of a brownie. I saw it at the cafeteria in the pastry section. I'm like, dude, I need it. I need it. Please. I think it was maybe like $2.50. Maybe like $2.75. Oops. I don't know what else to draw. Or else I'm just going to be drawing me a bunch of times. All I draw is me looking like this with the same pose, with the same face every single time. That's my drawings. Yeah, I still have the cookie. It's intimidating, okay? It looks really intimidating to eat. But tonight is the night. I'm planning a special date night with my cookie. It's gonna be very romantic. With my giant chocolate chip cookie. Oops. Okay, whatever. I'm just gonna draw a bunch of me's. When you guys draw, do you think about what you want to draw before you start drawing? I think when I first started, drawing, I think I did, but lately I do not at all. I just draw whatever I like. I don't know. I just let my hands take me on a journey. But that, like I said, does make all of my drawings end up looking the same. Muscle memory. Oh, I know. Let's do a scarf because I'm having trouble with the chin right here. So let's get really bundled up. The only reason that I really picked up drawing again was because I wanted to see how much I could deconstruct my look and have it still be like recognizable as Boomi. That's really the only reason that I picked it up again. And you know, I was like taking physical notes at work, and back when I was in school, back when I was a schoolgirl, doodling would always help me focus. Even though I did get in trouble a little bit. No, I don't like that. I did get in trouble a little bit for drawing so much because my teachers would think that I'm not paying attention. But it was like really the only way to help me like listen. Otherwise, I'd be kind of spaced out. No, yeah, now that I'm working again, like I think I did kind of poorly in college because I had transferred completely to like digital note taking, and you know, while I was able to get all the information down, I don't think I retained that information any better. Troublemaker. I still remember the times that the teachers called me out for. One time was in the 6th grade. The teacher, she called me out for drawing instead of like taking notes. And they even like got me, like they were even kind of pissed off that I had doodles on my homework or like on my schoolwork too. They're like, stop drawing on your schoolwork. I'm like, dude, like A, I'm done, and B, it helps me focus. So shut the fuck up. Anyways, in 6th grade, I was actually taking notes, but my teacher called me out for drawing. And I'm like, I didn't say anything because I was shy. But I do remember being a little bit peeved. I think it was like late afternoon. It had to be like 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. No, not 2, 3 o'clock. We were out of school by then. But yeah, it was like later in the day. Another time was in 8th grade. And my 8th grade was like kind of weird because, I don't know. I think our school wasn't like the most education focused. Okay, I look like freaking Max Goof if I do that, dude. I look like in a freaking Goofy movie with a nose like that. Okay. Ah! Sucks drawing on mobile. But the other time, okay, so at the time that my school, they had all of these extra times to like put our classes in, but not enough teachers or something, or like classes for us to take. So I don't know exactly what we were in that class for, but it was the orchestra teacher, and he basically just told us stories about his life for 45 minutes. Let's see. Sorry, I'm catching up on chat. What art program is this? I see others drawing too. This is Magma. We're using Magma. If you like to join and doodle with us, feel free to join our Discord in the Boomers channel. I have the join link over there. I wanted to nest it a little bit just to deter troublemakers, just in case. I mean, we don't usually, our streams are pretty tame, but just in case. I didn't feel like dealing with that today. So yeah, magma.com. If you want to join, the link is in my channel in Discord. Otherwise, just go to magma.com if you want to use this in the future. Very nifty. And honestly, I think the brushes aren't too bad for a website application. Yeah, he would sit around for 45 minutes talking about stories from his life. So I'm like, of course I'm gonna draw, but I'm still listening and paying attention. He was talking about taking like the middle school or like high school band or something that he was teaching for before, talking about taking them to Las Vegas or something like that. I don't know. And he called me out for not paying attention. I was like, dude, I would say about like 10 years after that fact, maybe less than 10 years, but like, you know, like at least 5 to like 8 years after that, like well into high school, maybe even college, I was able to recall exactly what he was talking about. But then, you know, one year I was like, this is not useful information. I'm never going to get back at this guy for calling me out for not listening when I was clearly listening. But yeah, doodling has helped my memory, and I think I should remember that. I think it'll be good for me to remember. It's good to doodle. And even like looking back at some things that I drew last year, because I was, I guess, kind of uncomfortable drawing again because it's been so long. Usually if I do draw, like when I was a kid, I would draw anime. Maybe I'll draw an anime picture after this. But I wanted to do something more simple. I stopped drawing anime because I didn't want to learn anatomy. And then I was like kind of tired of like, I don't know, trying so hard. I switched my style to something a little bit more easy. But, and I would draw. Right here. Maybe I won't do it like that. I think it would be more like jack of all trades, master of none. I could do... I would mess around with quite a few styles. Yeah, refreshing the page. Move this. Oh, it's gonna end up being too big. I want to draw it a lot smaller. Oops. Maybe I'll draw it over here. Limit my space. That's another thing I didn't like about learning how to draw digital again, and like learning I guess the different software was I didn't really know anything about brushes. When I was a kid, I did draw a lot digitally, but instead of getting like, I don't know, like Clip Studio or GIMP or like stuff that people were using, my parents got me Autodesk Sketchbook Pro. Autodesk I eventually used in my engineering classes as like 3D modeler stuff. So I feel like, I don't know, Autodesk, it was fun, but it didn't feel like the most intuitive. Like you couldn't even have transparent layers and stuff in there. It was quite a different platform to learn. And on top of that, there was hardly any like resources for me, 13-year-old weeaboo, to scheme. And yeah. I forgot where I was going with that. I had to draw when taking notes in art college or I'd fall asleep. It was so draining that... Yes, exactly. I feel like it's like... I think it's good to have your hand doing something. And most of the times the things that I was drawing did relate to my notes. Like, specifically thinking about like a history class where I would draw Italia stuff. To help me understand my notes better. Or even like in college when I was taking Japanese history classes, like I would do like a little bit like more rudimentary like stick figures or something when I was doing my studying, and I would have them talk to each other. Even like in my US history class, you know, have like, oh, a little arrow like, oh, George Washington, you know, and then he's saying something, blah 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 blah. Like that would really help with my note taking too. I don't think that it's fair for, like, unless if I had bad grades, right, and they could tell that doodling was affecting my focus, then sure. But I was a pretty straight A student before college. And I can only thank my notes for that, in my opinion. The moment that I stopped taking so many notes was the moment that I stopped drawing so much and taking digital notes. No. You guys know what I'm saying. My mind is half somewhere else. I can listen and draw at the same time. I can't talk and draw at the same time, I guess. I'm moving back to traditional after years of doing digital. Oh! It's fun watching everyone draw and chat here while I work on my sketchbook. You know, it's been the first time. I think it's our first time doing an art jam together. But I really do enjoy doodling. And I don't know if it's like something that I'm like, oh, I want to get better at drawing. But I do think I would like to diversify how I draw a little bit more, I guess. Like I said, I only draw... What is it? left facing, our left facing. Anything else is a little, I don't draw legs. I would like to get more comfortable with it. So I do anticipate us doing a little bit more drawing streams. And if you guys are enjoying this one, I'd love to do more magma streams. Imagine we can have a little art gallery where we have all of our drawings together. So this is let's see, I don't know if I want to do 5, 9. How did I have it before? I'll do 6, 7. 6. Oh, refreshing. Some teachers, man, had an improv teacher go on like half an hour tangent about how he hates sneakers on performers because he thinks they're sloppy. Oh my god. You know, yeah, it sounds like a skill issue, honestly. If you find sneakers to be distracting on performers, then I think you're letting it get to your head too much. That's so funny. Maybe he should improv as somebody with better intentions, man. I remember going over to your house and seeing your drawing tablet. Yeah, I had, oh gosh, the first one that my parents got me was kind of shitty, I think, but they were very encouraging for my art. I think I told you guys before, but when I was in kindergarten, I drew like this picture that apparently was quite good for my age. But honestly, like when I look at it, it looks like a regular like kid's drawing. But I don't know, maybe it's like perspective. I don't know, maybe like I had like some sort of let me show you guys. Let me show you guys what it was. If you look over on my little corner, I think it was like, this is like a very like simple version of it, but and I had like a dog, and then I had like the sun on the corner of the art, you know, and then I had like a huge flower. Maybe it was like the composition or something was good for someone in kindergarten. I don't know, but yeah, ever since then, my parents were very encouraging of me drawing. I've loved drawing ever since I was a kid. And I think for a long time, I think my parents thought I would do... I don't know if they thought I would do art, but I did express like wanting to be like an animator or something when I was a kid. Loved cartoons. Still do. And I may not watch as much cartoons nowadays, but I do quite love, I don't know, different styles, I guess. I feel like me, as an older Zoomer, I feel like we had a lot of variety when it came to art styles that was on TV. I don't really watch so much cartoons nowadays, but I know people always talk about CalArts art style being the bane of their existence. And I do see like a lot of, I mean, I don't know. I do think like a lot of art styles do seem a little bit more distinct. And I like how they have international influences, but at the same time, when I'm thinking back to like, you know, like Cartoon Network cartoons specifically, a lot of those felt very distinct. I feel like nowadays the art is cuter, but they do feel a lot more similar. Kind of reminds me of like those 80s cartoons where they all kind of had a similar look. Did you guys have a favorite cartoon growing up? Or, alternative question, when you're watching cartoons, what was your favorite station to watch cartoons for? I was for sure a Cartoon Network girl. Like I would watch stuff all over the place, but I do think that like most of the time my favorites would be on Cartoon Network. And my favorite cartoons on Cartoon Network would be, gosh, I liked all of them. It's probably easier to name my least favorites than my favorites. For some reason, I freaking despised Johnny Test. I have no idea why, but I hated Johnny Test. Maybe because I felt that it was a copy of something else. Not like Dexter's Lab, but something else. I don't know. I despise Johnny Test. Sorry to any Johnny Test fans. It was an irrational hatred. When I was a kid, it was Sailor Moon and DBZ. Ooh, honestly, because that was on like what, 4Kids? 4Kids, right? I didn't watch a lot of 4Kids. Where I got my anime would be Netflix when they still delivered the DVDs, and Anime News Network that I had on cable. And you could watch anime on demand, and I was watching Azumanga Daioh on there. And some other like, oh, I think I watched Clannad on there too, like obscure ones too. I really don't know what I'm doing here, so I'm just gonna color this. Cartoon Network Teen Titans was really nice. Ooh, yes. I know everybody has like super fond memories of Teen Titans, but for some reason, it wasn't one of the ones that I really caught on TV too much. I mean, I did watch it when I could, but I think, I don't know. Like, I remember watching the movies and like watching some episodes, and when it was on, I enjoyed it, but I didn't really see too much of it. I really enjoyed watching, I watched a lot of Foster's Home. I watched, honestly, anything Craig McCracken. A lot of Powerpuff Girls. Oh my gosh, a lot of Powerpuff Girls when I was like younger. I remember a lot of the Boomerang cartoons. I feel like that one, like those ones, because I've always had a TV in my room since I was like really young. But I remember like when I was in like first grade, watching a lot of Boomerang cartoons, Powerpuff Girls, Johnny Bravo. I actually had a huge crush, not a huge crush on Johnny Bravo, but I had a medium crush on Johnny Bravo as a kid. Maybe not the best. Maybe not the best kind of pick for a crush for a young elementary schooler. Kids Next Door, I think, was probably one of my favorite cartoons. Like every time it was on, I think that one for me is like a no skip. And I wanted so bad for like my friends to play Kids Next Door with me, but you know, it's hard to get continuity in your Let's Pretend games. I really wanted to like LARP Kids Next Door when I was a kid. Oh, PBS cartoons. I did watch some of those, but not a whole lot. All the Saturday morning cartoons. What would count as the Saturday morning ones? When I was watching these cartoons, that was when I was in Hawaii, so a lot of the... I don't know how they did the time difference. I don't know if we were watching things... because I think our time difference was 6 hours behind Pacific time, something like that. I don't know if they did it like that or if they like just held it off so we could watch things at normal times. I don't remember. So I don't know if like my Saturday morning cartoons are the same as your guys's. I used to watch Jetix. Oh, I do remember Jetix, Witch, and Jackie Chan Adventures. I did watch quite a bit of Jackie Chan Adventures. Jackie Chan Adventures. Okay, I'm gonna categorize these: Jackie Chan Adventures, Juniper Lee, and American Dragon, and gosh, there was like another one that was kind of like Juniper Lee. The Life and Times of Juniper Lee, but I don't remember what I'm thinking of. But yeah, those were all bangers. I did enjoy all of those when they were on TV. I know they're on different channels, but Powerpuff Girls. I always wanted to be in a girl group fighting crime and looking cute after that. I want to watch the movie. I haven't seen a movie in such a long time. But I remember, like, as a kid, to me that was peak cinema. I would love to see how it's aged since then. I'm sure it's still like really good, but I don't remember what it was about. Remember they did the song, and I remember Mojo Jojo. The episode of Powerpuff Girls that I remember the most is when, gosh, I think when Mojo Jojo had like the routine. You know, he's doing like some kind of routine, and he's like making eggs. That's all I remember about the episode. That one, and the one where they eat broccoli. Because I remember using that episode to try and, like, you know, get over my fear of broccoli. It's like the one food that I absolutely despise. And nope, it didn't. To this day, I can't stand broccoli. But I did find out that I liked pickles thanks to the Powerpuff Girls episode. I did not want to eat pickles for a long time. And then one time in like kindergarten, I said I don't like pickles for a long time. I guess it was like 2 years. But, you know, okay, so in my memory, right, in kindergarten, we were having hamburgers for lunch. And before this time, I was like taking out my pickles from my Happy Meal. You know, every single time. Like, that was part of what I did. And I like, that was my thing. I was like, I don't like pickles. I know I don't like pickles. But after watching that Powerpuff Girls episode, you know, they ate it and they liked it too. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try it. And then I ate it. I was like, oh, it's tangy. It's, you know, like juicy. It's crunchy. It was so good. After that time, I was like, you know what? I like pickles. I'm glad that I stepped out of my comfort zone to eat a pickle. It's so funny because it's like now that I'm putting a time to it, because it was either kindergarten or first grade. So I had to be like 5, 6, 7 years old, maybe. But the fact that like I remember so well, like my personality being not like, yeah, like my personality being like I'm the kid that doesn't like pickles, but it wasn't that long at all. I've liked pickles for way longer. Pickles are so yummy, but I didn't start eating them until my 20s. It's kind of like a strange food, you know? You gotta be a little adventurous to eat a pickle, I feel like, if you've never had them before. I couldn't eat broccoli. Now I eat it though, so I started putting cheese on it. I've heard that it's good to put cheese on the broccoli, but dude, I can't stand the smell. I might like raw broccoli more, but I don't know. I cannot stand the smell of broccoli, like steamed, cooked. The only time like I don't mind broccoli is like when it's not cooked. But like even at my work, like this one girl, she was heating up her broccoli pasta for her lunch, and I felt sick. Like I felt nauseous because I cannot stand the smell at all. Kids Next Door is good. Yes, it is. It's my favorite. Went to the Cartoon Network website and made... Oh, wait! A Kids Next Door badge? I didn't know I could do that. I think when it came to playing the games on the website, I did do the... Gosh, they had this the Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, like the summer party. Like, they had like a whole event thing. Big Fat Awesome House Party. If you go to bigfatawesomehouseparty.com, that's what... I played a lot of that one. But I think when it came to the Flash games, I was mostly on Disney Channel. I played the Zack and Cody one a lot. And the Kim Possible one. And the Lunch Meat Stacker one for Lilo and Stitch. Of course. Duh. I did watch a lot of Totally Spies too. But I didn't really catch that one on too much. But yeah, I did watch a lot of Totally Spies. Dragon Tales. That one was my daycare show. This was my morning routine for daycare because my mom my morning routine for daycare. But my mom, she did daycare at home for a little bit while me and my brother were young, just because it was like, you know, pretty easy for her to be able to stay at home but also like make money and then also like take care of her young children. So she did daycare at home. And I would wake up, she'll come in my room and she'll wake me up by turning on the TV. It was always Dragon Tales. And I'll sit in bed for a little bit, you know, Dragon Tales. Da-da-do-do-do-do-do. Come on down, take my hand. Let's all go to Dragon Land. Wow, you remember that? But I would watch that, and then I would just like, you know, get ready for like one episode. Every single morning I'd be watching that, and then I would go join everybody else at breakfast. It was a pretty chill life. If I think because of that, I did watch a lot of Dragon Tales. That might have been the most that I've seen PBS. We weren't allowed to watch SpongeBob. We were allowed to watch SpongeBob when the other kids weren't home, but when they were home, my mom said we weren't allowed to watch it. And I was like, well, that's stupid. But we weren't allowed to watch it because they said it's stupid. It was too mature. It's silly, but cartoons have a lot of power to change and influence us. They really do. The last push for me to learn bass was because Yo and Mio are my favorite K-On! character. Oh! Yeah, and to the Rock. Yeah, when I was watching K-On!, I did tell my parents I wanted to learn how to play guitar, and they did get me a guitar, but I didn't learn. Because one, I like to grow my nails out, or at the time I did, and then two, I didn't realize like you have to toughen up your fingers if you want to get good at guitar. I did learn like a little bit, but it was very fast that I gave up. My iPad keeps lagging, so... Asuna, welcome, Konbumi. I didn't eat veggies much till I saw my little cousin and his siblings fight over veggies for my Friday. Whoa, so it worked. Did it work? I think, I mean, I don't know. I was definitely the kind that was like, oh, I don't really eat green veggies. But over the years, I've enjoyed spinach. It really just, yeah. I mean, like with most veggies, it depends on how it's cooked. But I've enjoyed spinach. I like cabbage raw. But I guess my favorite veggies has got to be like, you know, corn. Roasted carrots are pretty good. But I was thinking earlier, I don't think I've been eating a lot of veggies lately. I probably should add more to my diet. I wish we had a Venus Flash game, right? Aren't they adding like a new Flash thing? Like, I don't know. I saw something about Newgrounds kind of reviving making Flash games or Flash-like games. A Venus dress-up game? That'd be cute. Maybe we could make one on Scratch. You guys familiar with Scratch.io? I loved coding on that one in high school. Cyber Chase. I didn't really watch a lot of Cyber Chase. I mean, a little bit, but the what is it, like the motherboard thing, that really freaked me out. So I would try and change the channel. Like, I would kind of stick around because of course it's Cyber Chase, it's like interesting, but I did find like the face, I just remember like this face being really scary, so I would try and change the channel before I get too sucked into it. Wait, oh, you can kind of see the Idolus. Wait, let me try and center this a little bit better. I think the Idolus' debut. Does this look a little yeah, you can see the countdown timer a little better. Oh, I got an ukulele recently. I'm trying to learn because I don't like calluses either. But yeah, I took ukulele classes. Well, it was mandatory to learn how to play ukulele in 7th grade. But my teacher, in my middle school probably sounds really bad. My teacher was kind of effeminate, so a lot of the students will call him gay behind his back, and he would go cry in his office after, which certainly didn't help his case. So sometimes we didn't get the ukulele lessons that we were supposed to have. But what I do remember is to tune your ukulele. Okay, two things, right? Ukulele. I know people on the mainland call it ukulele. Not sure where that came from, but Hawaiian is very phonetic. You would read it just how you would Japanese, right? Uku and lele. Ukulele is it's actually a Portuguese instrument that Portuguese missionaries brought to Hawaii, and they started calling it ukulele because their fingers were moving so fast. So it means like jumping fleas or something. So like their fingers were moving so fast on the strings that it looked like fleas that were jumping. So ukulele, that's the name, and that's where it came from. And to tune it, you would do, my dog has fleas, and sometimes me. So every time in the beginning of class when we did get our ukulele lessons, my dog has fleas, and sometimes me. That's all that I remember. I don't think we really got that far into it. Yeah, I forgot what the teacher's name was. But yeah, my school was not Hawaii education in general was not top tier. When I was in 7th grade, right? It was lunchtime. No, we had recess right after our lunchtime. So it could be like a pretty big like lunch break because you didn't have to eat your lunch in the cafeteria. Hawaii, we had like outside school. So you could like go sit on the benches outside and stuff and go hang out with your friends, or like, go eat at the like not cafeteria, like the gym area and stuff. Pretty laxed. And I'm trying to talk at the same time. Me and my friends, we would always sit at the same area, like underneath with these benches and underneath the trees, and we would always be playing our DS during the break because we came in early. We had like 45-minute recess in the beginning, and we had like afternoon recess too, and we would always be playing our DS during recess or even before school. And one time the custodians walked by and they were like, "You're not supposed to have that out," you know, like telling us off and stuff. And, you know, we like left our DSs over at the benches because it's like our friends were all sitting over there. Well, I went back to the bench. Me and my other friend, we had our DS stolen. Somebody took it and we're like, what? Like, where did it go? Like, it was right over here, blah, blah, blah. So we were going to go to the principal to tell them that like our DS got stolen and stuff. I mean, I guess it's like, what are they supposed to do about it now that I'm saying it out loud? But they were like, sorry, we can't help you because we're kind of dealing with another situation in the school right now because some kid was selling like drugs. And the kid who was selling drugs was like one of our friends too. I'm just like, dude, can you like stop selling weed for a couple weeks until I find my DS? Anyways, it turns out some kid in my math class stole my DS. I did eventually get it back. I was like adamant to, because I couldn't even tell my parents that I got it stolen. Oh my God, yeah, I remember. I couldn't tell my parents that I got it stolen. I don't know why. I think I was like embarrassed about it or something. Either way, I didn't tell them. And they're like, "Oh, you haven't been playing your DS lately, Boomi? Like, what's the matter?" I'm like, "Oh, I just don't feel like playing it lately." But yeah, when I did get my DS back, I got like all of my games back and stuff. But that kid traded all of my good Pokemon from my Pokemon Diamond. I have Pokemon Diamond, and my mom, she got like this hacked action replay, like Japanese Pokemon Emerald at the airport. Like, I guess some kid left it there or something. So she brought that back home for me to play, and I like traded all of like, there's like level 100s, shinies, legendaries on there. I traded that to my Pokemon Pearl, and I was using that to trade with like my friends. That kid stole my DS, stole my Pokemon. If I never wanted to fight somebody until that day. Yeah, my school was, kids were getting like pregnant and stuff. I remember people were talking about like, "Oh, you know, so-and-so, like she got pregnant." I'm like, we're in like the 7th grade, 8th grade. Like, you guys are having sex? Ew. There was like rumors about like the boys giving each other like, you know, like second and third base in the boys' bathroom. I'm like, really? Yaoi on my campus? I don't believe it. I don't know if that's like a mark for a bad middle school, but to me that was kind of like, wow. Especially because I was going from a pretty sheltered elementary school. Like, my elementary schools were extremely, extremely sheltered. And they're pretty strict. My first elementary school, in Hawaii at least, that one had a uniform that we had to wear. And I hated it because it showed off I had to wear like these khaki shorts, and I had chicken legs, and I was really embarrassed about my chicken legs. Our middle school is my middle school that I transferred from. So it was the one that before our middle school. Yeah, that kid's my op. To this day, my op. I don't remember who he is or what he looked like. And I kind of remember. He was like this short little kid. I kind of remember somewhat. I remember people getting pregnant in our school. Really? I don't remember anybody talking about that kind of stuff. I know at our middle school, I don't know if you knew this girl. I did have another thing stolen from our middle school. I was hanging out with like kind of like the scene crowd, if you remember them. With like, gosh, it's like so generic names, but I don't want to say it out loud. But I was hanging out with them, and there's like another new student that came a couple months after me, and she had like curly hair and glasses. Oh, I kind of remember her name. But either way, I let her borrow one of my Haruhi Suzumiya light novels. and she never gave it back. She like took it. But like some of the girls from that scene crowd, right? They were like, they're like, Boomi, I think that girl's like kind of obsessed with you. I think she's like stalking you and stuff, because it was kind of true. Everywhere I was, she was there. I mean, I don't know, looking back on it, you know, maybe we were just, I don't know. I thought that she was always pretty friendly, but then there was a couple of things that she did. Stealing the book. She was like kind of always on my tail too. And then I had like this huge crush on like this guy who was in our grade, and he was in our math class, right? No, not our math class. He was in our PE class. And I don't even think that I told her that I had a crush on him. But either way, we were like doing like, you know how they had the little butt scooters thing? And, you could like throw the ball. It was like a butt scooter basketball kind of thing. I don't remember, but we were on the butt scooter, and she like pushed me on the butt scooter so I would roll over to him. And after that, I was just like, I don't think I'd be friends with you anymore. It's like such a small thing now that I look back on it, but I had such, I don't know. I try to be low key about my crushes in school. I've always been like that, but yeah. I was just very embarrassed by that. And then, you know, all my friends being like, yeah, she's like kind of like they were saying that she was kind of a lot. And I started to see it after they pointed that out. And that incident was kind of just the cherry on top. I was like, you know, and then you stole my book too, and she never gave it back. So DM me who? Here, let me type it to you. I think I remember her name. Idolist's debut starting soon. Yes. Let's see. But yeah, I had a huge crush on this guy in my grade, right? And he was on the robotics team. So when I was like towards the end of the year, gosh, this was like the moment that I was like, oh, having a crush is awesome. Because he was on the robotics team, so he would come over to my science class, right? Because the science teacher was the guy who was like in charge of the robotics team, and he was like working on the robot. and the robot like it had like an arm, right? And it lifted his shirt up a little bit, and I was like, oh, having a crush is the best. Gosh, I honestly, being a middle school girl is literally the best thing in the world. And then was it high school? I think like right after, because he went to a different high school, and we like, gosh, I like messaged him at the end of the year. Oh, God, it's so embarrassing. And he did reply. And he was like, oh, you're the new one? I was like, yeah, that's me. And then he stopped replying, and I was like, oh, fuck. Ah! But at least I tried. I know, Nate putting his full name in the DMs. I'm surprised you remember his last name too. But having a crush did make it really fun to go to school every day. I'm not gonna lie. And my life had changed after that robotics incident. I was like, oh, I like, oh, boys are awesome. I love having a crush on boys. Oh, there was a serious robotics team. I kind of remember. Do you remember that that science teacher, Nay? and he was like a big time liar. And then he went to our high school. He transferred to go teach at our high school. And I was really looking forward to having him as a teacher again. And I forgot what happened, but he got fired, right? But I remember 2 things specifically about him. 3 things. Okay. Impractical Jokers had just started airing. And looking back on it, that teacher looked nothing like Sal Vulcano. But for some reason, as a kid, I was like low-key convinced that he was like secretly doing Impractical Jokers on the side. I thought he looked so much like Sal, but looking back on it, like not really. But either way, I thought it was plausible because this teacher was kind of a joker himself. He one of the first things that he told us, he told a huge lie about if you put diamonds in sugar water, they will start to dissolve. And he like wrote down this whole like explanation on the board with the I don't know, like elements and stuff, and he tried to like explain it. And like, you know, we're in 8th grade and it's like our first time really seeing a periodic table. We totally believed him. And then it wasn't until the very end of class that he was like, oh yeah, by the way, about that, it's a complete lie. And I was like, okay, can't trust a thing this guy says. But he was a really fun teacher. He's like the kind of teacher that makes you excited to learn. And gosh, what was it? He also told us the story about how he was gonna buy a printer. And he was like at Best Buy or something. I don't know why I remember this joke, but he was at Best Buy trying to buy a printer, and he's like, oh, you know how one of the printer like brands is called Brother? And so he was at Best Buy looking at the printers, and then he said like one of the black like store associates came up. He's like, oh, can I help you, sir? Is there a printer that you're looking for? And the teacher responded, oh yeah, no, I'm not looking for a brother, or something like that. And he was talking about how awkward it was when he looked over and saw that the clerk was black, and he was like, oh no, I didn't mean it like that. Well, that's what I remember about the teacher. I don't know why he got fired from our high school, though. I was very much looking forward to hearing more of his silly stories for chemistry class once I was a junior, but I don't know. That group of guys was really cute. I also had a crush on someone in robotics. So did our friend. Wait, really? Wait, who? I don't remember anybody except the one that I had a crush on. You gotta DM me who, Nay? Maybe the name will jog my memory. But yeah, that teacher was really funny. I wish he didn't get fired from our high school. I don't know what happened. But there were rumors, like from those of us who did have him in middle school, there were rumors that like he got fired probably because he, I don't know, just like maybe the jokes that he told. I don't know. Was doing robotics make you cute? I just felt like that annoying Asian kid. I know. I think for me and Nays, maybe like our middle school too, but I know our high school in particular, it was just like 21 Jump Street, where the popular kids are all the smart kids. At least that's how it felt for me. Like, I feel like all the popular kids were the ones who were like all stacked in AP classes. They were doing a bunch of like extracurriculars and you know, a lot of sports and stuff. Correct me if I got the wrong impression though, Nay. But I feel like all of them were... Oh, she's in ads. I feel like all of the popular kids were smart in my school, because I was doing like a college program engineering courses at our school too, and I would say most of those kids were the popular ones. Oh, Nay's back. Nay, for our school, right? It was like the smart kids were the popular kids, right? And that's why it was easy for people who are doing like robotics and like, oh, chess club. Oh my God. Chess club was like the most popular club at our school. I remember chess club would always be like crazy packed after school, and they got like the sick like man, I wanted to join so bad. They had like the really sick crew neck sweaters. Wait, I just saw your DM. Wait. Your crush, was he the one? He had like brown hair. He was the brunette with like brown hair. His hair was kind of not crazy, but he had like a lot of hair. That's what I remember. Was that the same guy? Most girls my time like the like baddiest kind of guys. Oh, glasses? Glasses, tall and skinny. Man, I'm gonna have to look back at a yearbook. I don't remember. The name sounds completely familiar though. I feel like if I were to see his face, I would be like, oh, that guy. That guy. Yeah, I think our school was a very yeah, I would say pretty education focused. But then again, I was also in a lot of AP classes, so that could totally be it. Oh, wait, you sent me a picture. Man, dude, this picture looks like this is aging us. He's so far away and I can't tell. Also, how did you get this one so fast? Man, I wish I was at home so I could look at my yearbook. Yeah, my elementary school friend, she would have such... She was like the kind of girl... I don't know, maybe boy crazy might be a good way to describe it. But she would always have a crush, right? And we would be on this anime like art uploading website. And her username... Gosh, okay, wait, let me think. Okay, her username was her first name, and then it will be like JDL, right? JD being like John Doe lover. That'll be her username. And the John Doe would be like her crush at the school. I'll be like, oh my God, that's... Because at first I was like, oh, what does like JDL stand for in your username? She's like, oh, it means John Doe lover. I was like, damn, that's bold. But oh gosh, being a young girl with a crush, I don't think there's any better feeling in the world than that. It's so wholesome, so pure. It's like, I don't know, I kind of get similar feelings nowadays. Like, you know, when you find a character you could get really attached to. You guys know Adrian Cheese? That's my husbando. Greg from Succession, my other husbando. But it just doesn't hit the same when it's not like an actual character. Oops, I forgot that this is I have to be active on here for you guys to see any updates. My bad. Greg the Egg, I love him so much. I thought, I don't know, every time I rewatch the show, I'm just like, oh, maybe I'm not gonna like him as much this time around, but nope. That's my baby girl. That's my baby egg. Meeting the actor in person was crazy too. And sometimes I look in the mirror wearing my disgusting brother shirt and I'll be like, wow, I really met him. I really met him. And I'd be grinning to myself because I'd be like, he put his arm around me in the picture. Oh my God. But it doesn't hit the same as like a childhood crush. Childhood crushes are just so much more fun. freaking ads, man, on this freaking magma website. It makes it hard for me to keep drawing. Because the lag. I sent you a pic of them. I was really creepy and a freak. I would take pictures of people because I would watch yandere. Honestly though, who didn't have a yandere phase as a middle school weeb? It's like, I don't know, I kind of remember. Wait, is the one in the red shirt in that picture, is that not the teacher? Dude, he looks nothing like Sal Volcano, if that is the teacher. What was I thinking? I kind of remember, but not really. Not really. Maybe I gotta look this guy up. Do you think he's on Facebook? Man, good times. Good times. Oh yeah, and the red shirt. Yeah, okay. Why did I think he looked like Sal from Impractical Jokers? like when I say I was I legitimately thought that could be his side hustle, that he was doing Impractical Jokers on the side, when in reality they don't look anything alike. Middle school. What did I do in middle school? I mean, I did start anime club, not in me and Nay's middle school, but my one before that. Me and my friend, that's when we first started getting into Haruhi. And we wanted to make our own SOS brigade. So we did make an anime club and we did call it the SOS brigade. But get this, SOS stood for Super Otaku Society. So the government name was the Super Otaku Society Brigade. And we did meet like once a week after school, but I don't think we did anything. I don't think we did anything like after school. It was just like more time for me and my friends to hang out. Gosh, so funny. Super Otaku Society Brigade. I was telling one of my old friends that I reconnected with from middle school recently about this channel, and they did check it out. They might stop by. They've been telling me to play Claire Obscura. What is that? What it's called? Expedition 33. So maybe when they stop by, when I play that game, maybe I can ask them if they want to walk down memory lane about middle school. If there's anything crazy cringe that I did back then, probably a lot. Yeah. Sometimes that's what kids need. It's the real way to prevent people from getting in trouble. That's true. Just having a place to socialize, I think it's really nice. But our middle school gave us plenty of opportunity to like chit chat and stuff. It was kind of crazy. Kind of a lot. Yeah. Like I said, we had 2 recesses, and our recess was combined with lunch too in the afternoon. And we got dropped off like 45 minutes early before school started. And a lot of our classes itself was just straight up like socializing too. In one year, we didn't even have school for like half the Fridays. I think 17 Fridays were furloughed because they couldn't afford to pay the teachers. Oh yes. We are actually going to end the stream now. I wanted to take one more look at what everybody is drawing. Feel free, if you want to finish your drawing, you can go ahead and stick around, but we're just going to end the stream because Idolus's debut is starting in about 3 minutes? No, 4 minutes. Yeah. So go ahead and take a look at all the drawings. We got Hermit Boomi, we got Ghost Boomi, we have the lucid bus. I love that. Winter Miku. Oh, this one's cute too. Oh my gosh, a heart Boomi. We have doing the snow angel. I love that. We also have the snow Boomi. We have my typical Boomi doodles. We have aside from, oh my gosh, you guys are really drawing me. That's so cute. Thank you for drawing me. You didn't have to. I know it's my stream. You don't have to draw me though. But I love it. Yes, we're gonna go to the Idolasis debut. I'm gonna keep this up so you guys can keep drawing if you'd like. Let me go over. I'll probably close this after the Idolasis debut. I'm probably just gonna have this on in the background. So if you guys want to stick around and draw for that, you guys are more than welcome to. All right, let's go ahead and get the raid ready. Oh, okay. Sedekiseta has started her waiting room. So we're gonna go ahead and start it off with Sedekiseta. If you guys have been sitting down for as long as I have, make sure you give everybody a nice big stretch. Don't forget to stay hydrated. And last but not least, treat yourself to something nice, like a big fat cookie. That's what I'm gonna do tonight. Until next time, guys. Tomorrow we'll be doing something. Retro game. That's what we're gonna be doing tomorrow. Yes, so go ahead and stop by for that. I would yap more about it, but time. Okay, so until next time, take care. Bye. The kind of rushed ending to the stream, but yeah. Okay, we're gonna raid Sedekiseta right. Oh, there's two BGMs playing. We're gonna raid Sedekiseta right. Meow.